Prime Minister Scott Morrison will visit bushfire-ravaged regions of Queensland today. If the conditions allow, thousands of Sunshine Coast residents fled an inferno that's now been brought under control ahead of worsening conditions in coming days. And in the Gold Coast hinterland, one of the worst affected areas has now been reopened.
Mangled door frames, burnt bark and melted structures where houses once stood. Residents at Timbara Drive are now returning home to pick up the pieces.
It's just surreal. You can't describe the feeling of not knowing whether your home is going to be there.
Kelly Burton has lived on Timbara Drive with her husband and 3 kids for 12 years. The family had half an hour to get out when fire tore through their street on Friday.
I can't explain how amazing our local SES is. Like, they were there. They told us, get out, go. But it's not someone that we don't know rocking up to our door. It's someone we know. It's an old teacher, an old principal, a dad that said, you've got to go.
Their home miraculously survived, but other families weren't as lucky.
I don't know how to approach our neighbours. I feel for them. It's hard.
If you're on one side of the road, you're relatively well off. If you're on the other side of the road, it's effectively totally destroyed.
At Binnaburra Lodge, more than 60 staff members are also grieving after the loss of their livelihood. The lodge was one of the biggest employers in the area and a piece of Queensland's history.
One of the staff members described to me this morning that losing Binnaburra is like losing a family member.
The local mayor is doing his best to lift the spirits of those suffering at the Canungra Showgrounds.
And you'll never walk alone.
Local volunteers are also helping out, keeping weary firefighters fed as fatigue becomes their biggest concern.
I'm the bacon and eggs man. It's just a satisfaction on seeing the fellas get a smile on their face when you give them a roll. They're happy, we're happy.
Residents slowly filtering back through, trees still down, authorities still on site. The devastation is still clearly very raw for residents on Timbara Drive, and the fire season is only just beginning. Fire conditions are forecast to worsen over the next few days, once again raising the fire rating from high to very high. Julia Bradley, Sky News, Gold Coast.